For today's video, the plan was going to be me opening boxes and then trying out whatever cool tank I got in the boxes. The problem is, with the Wargaming loot box, every single box doesn't offer a single decent tank. The Object 7032 is something I have zero interest in getting, same with the E75. The Progetto I already have, and the SU-130 is a Scorpion G, which, once again, I already have. There's no reason to get these boxes, unless you want to get like a really random probability of getting credits. Like, to me, it's not worth it. So today, what we're going to be doing... I haven't decided today's video topic. I'll be back. So today, we're going to be playing... I actually wanted to play the Comet, so I'm trying to get as many boxes as I can, and basically, I'm not... The way to get these boxes, if you want to know exactly what missions you have to do, you go into the missions tab, and then basically it'll show you exactly what you have to do to get crates, which allows you to get the shards or whatever to get the special mission. Like, this is where you start off. You look in the missions tab, that gives you boxes. Now, the thing is, all the missions are super easy, and so my suggestion is start off your day. Like, you don't necessarily need to read the missions. Just start off your day by doing like 3 or 4 games and seeing what type of missions you get. That's exactly what we're going to do for here. So I need to get through the Comet anyways. Let's give this thing a try. I really want to get past this thing into the Sentai X, because that's actually... It's not a great tier 10 tank, but I think it's one of those tanks that's cool to have in your garage. So eventually I did want it. The problem is, I know with the Sentai X, the tier 9, like I hate the Sent 7/1, so... I remember I wanted the Sent 7-1 when Jingles made a video on it. Like, that was his favorite tank a long time ago. But it has no DPM. Like, I can't deal with that tank at all. And the Hesh is good enough to pen the side of a T95, but it's not something you can consistently use. So the Hesh is actually really strong. But, you know, if that's the only good thing about a tank is its Hesh, there's no reason to play it. There's a bunch of other tier 9 vehicles that I'd rather be playing. So for this one, we're on Studzianki. Now, I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, and everyone knows my play on that. If you watched my most, like, a video two videos ago or so, I brought my standard B up to the north. Now, on this map, that's exactly what I'm gonna do in my Sent. This is a Comet. Jesus Christ, I'm confusing myself. That's exactly what we're gonna do in the Comet, and really, I'm just gonna teleport up there, because there's nothing really to say about going there in a medium tank. Look at how mobile this thing is. It just flies. Now, one thing I guess there is something to mention is the enemies we expect to fight up at A5 are going to be in the light to medium tank range. So if they have a lot of mediums, you would never go to this position, you know, alone. But in this case, they've got a 1375, not really any tier 8 mediums. They have a Progetto, but it's not like they have 6 mediums who can just drive down this flank and not die to my support. So we have support, and this should be an okay play, and ultimately we will, like, hopefully get a lot of spotting damage onto this guy. So that's the first shot of damage. I do have the gun depression to make this work, and you can see that's exactly where the Comet shines. And that's why actually Quickie Baby really likes this tank, I think, is the gun depression. And, you know, it is definitely useful. You wouldn't have been able to do that in like a Russian tier 7 medium like a T43. So from here, because the 1375 is backed off, I'm popping to this area, and the high rate of fire of this actually would allow me to shoot down these fences, and that's exactly what I would think is the right play here. Because if these guys fall back slightly too far, I want to be able to have shots. Now, here we have an Emil in front of us, an AMX 1375, and if you're paying attention, you would have heard the Artie shoot at me as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up, put one shot into this guy, and then from here, like, I have to hold this. So here's what I'm making a decision that's conducive to winning right now. I wouldn't really say this is a good play if you're trying to get as much damage as you could out of this game, because this play is going to get me artied and things like that. But basically, I think the best play for me right now to win this game is to sit here and kind of spot these guys for the arty, because the Emil is going to just absolutely wreck my entire team otherwise. So put a quick shot into the 1375. This guy's not. Dude, Artie's not even looking. Who am I scouting for? I just saw Artie shoot this guy over here. That's frustrating. I just got hit for 500 by Artie while I was changing a setting. I just changed a recording setting and got clicked for 500. That's great. There's nothing I can do about it, and that's, you know, pretty typical when you're on this type of flank. So the S51's camping me. Really, I don't think I can justify staying here much longer. However, there's nothing better for me to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up, and then I'm going to have to reverse, because I need to spot these guys in my opinion. Get the kill. Good, that's exactly what I want, and I'm just going to drive full speed away to try to avoid the Artie. And actually, that might bait the Emil into driving more aggressively on the hill, which is exactly what I want. So hopefully Artie doesn't nail me here. I'm driving as quickly as I can to try to get safe. There's like the only cover art on this map from Artie's that rock. And from here, you'd expect this Emil to be very aggressive because, you know, he just saw me run away. So what I'm going to do is there's no sense. Like, this is not a tank that I can expect to beat. So really, a lot of people would be hyper aggressive in this fight, and that's not my job. My job is to just continue to stay here and prevent this guy from sitting on the top of the hill. That's all I can do in this situation. And you know, we're up to 600 damage. So that's definitely not a bad result at this point in time. What I'm going to do instead is we're going to look for people. There's no one. The problem with medium tanks sometimes is you don't have enough armor, and the reality is this game, like, if you look at how many people have died, nothing has happened. There's no play available to me that's strong right now, apart from spotting the Emil, but I think that's going to get me clicked from the S51. So it's like, you know, someone who wasn't aware of how strong Artie is might justify that play, but the reality is it's not going to work. Now, as we sit here, this guy is able to just farm our team, and he's done a very good job of that, and that's like, if I push him, I die, so it's not really that great of a situation to be in. What I think the best thing for me to do is to actually go back to base. And if you look at the map right now, we've got 2 tanks right here, and basic counting skills imply that the enemy team is going to push, because they've got 4 tanks in the south and we have 2. So by falling back, I should be able to support that side of the map. And I think I don't necessarily know how to do it. I'm not used to playing the one line on this map. However, what I hope to do is I hope to show you how I go about trying to, you know, defend the south on this map. So what I think is going to happen is if this Super Hellcat falls back, which is kind of what he should do, I'll get shots as they push into him, kind of from the F1 area. And so I'm going to start positioning myself in that area. Now, this guy doesn't have shots. There's not really any point in doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in this area and see what happens as these guys get pushed. The thing is, the Super Hellcat's full, the 54 mod 1's reasonably high HP, and so if we take a supporting position, you know, we actually have a reasonable expectation to win this side of the map. And from there, you know, I would expect... Oh, fuck, Artie just wrecked that guy. Is this angle ever going to pen the T-28? I don't think so. Okay. It's like we can pen his small weak spot, but once we shoot at him, he's going to... Okay. Incredible. So we kill a T-28, and honestly, that was the biggest threat on this side of the map, and just like that, we've won the south side of the map. So that's great. Now, what I'm going to do from here is I want to see if I can push the south and get into the middle of the map, because there's an E75 and AMX and stuff that's absolutely destroying my team, and if I can start shooting at them, we might be able to turn the tables on the north. So we'll push with the 54 mod 1. Is the 54 mod 1 knocked? I would not push if I was the 54 mod 1, but he might. So I'm going to have to do this carefully. Oh, fuck. Okay, AMX is making a stupid play. I need to punish him for it. Okay, so I can't really shoot through these vehicles. It's hard, so that's why I shot in third person. Hopefully that shot went in. Interestingly enough, I'm not really spotted, so Dione wasn't really in a bush. And I think from here, instead of pushing in, I'm going to take these shots right now, because they do exist, and I want... You know, I'm not going to not take shots if people are sitting in front of me, not moving. Now, the gun handling on this thing sucks, but that's very typical for British mediums. That's a Tiger flanking as well. 400 meters, so these guys aren't going to spot me, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this bush isn't solid, just to make it easier for me to shoot at these guys. I don't think I'm going to get lit here, and so there's no sense being overly cautious. I need these shots to work if we want to win the game, and that's exactly what's happening. So we're getting a shitload of damage. Oh my lord, how many missions have we gotten? Okay, perfect. And then this guy was back here, kind of. Now, what I'm thinking is, do I push in to try to get better shots? Now, I think that would be too greedy given the context of this. I think I've got great shots as it is, and I don't want to get caught off by the Oni and then, like, penned in the rear because I played aggressively. However, if we have 0 shots, it might justify the risk. This AMX is not going to push in. You see, so this guy's not going to push in. The Defender and the T-28 are suppressing him, and I'm thinking if I get up to somewhere like here, I might get better shots in the T-34 too, but I'm also thinking that this Emil is probably bored by now and is gonna like try something, so I have to be careful about it. Because we've got the 54 mod 1 being more aggressive than myself, this is actually okay for me. You know, it's not good for him because he might get flanked by the guy, but from here we have shots in the AMX. This is exactly what I need. The problem is the gun handling. It's really hard to move and then quickly aim on someone just because the gun handling is so bad. So he's driving forwards, that gives me another shot. There's the Oni. The Oni hasn't moved. So here's what's going to happen. If the 54 mod 1 dies, that Oni's going to push. And realistically, you would expect this Oni to push anyways. And if the Oni pushes, he'll spot me. So I need to get safe from these guys, because if I get lit fighting the Oni, I'm very dead. You know, so I have to be careful about that. And I think from here, this should work. Let's see what the 54 mod 1 sees. So what I'm thinking here is I'm not going to really be aggressive. What I mean is, if the Oni gets spotted here, I'm going to wait till he drives into the open, because this is a DPM tank. What is the Oni doing? He's really helping his team by... Yeah, I want this Oni to YOLO the mod 1. Fuck, the mod 1 is inexperiencing the same problem I would be in his position. Do I have shots? Holy shit. Please go in. I'm watching the map to see what that Oni is doing. Okay. The Oni's pushing, but I think this guy's kind of a bigger threat. Oni's stunned. I'm going to focus this guy now because no point in not. Okay, so I have to try to get the track here. I, like, don't know how I could have helped much more. I want this guy to push me anyways. So by putting shots into him like that, that's fine. And from here, I have him in such a good position. I've got Artie helping me and everything. We're in bushes. This Oni's clearly not the strongest of players. I think I'm unspotted by now. We'll see what happens. There he is. Okay, he fired. I'm literally tracking the Oni for you, Artie. Okay. And I have to shoot AP here because I'm running out of gold, and I'm going to want the gold for people like 375 and stuff like that. So the Oni's pushing me, and this is great for myself because what's going to happen is as the Oni drives around a corner, I'm going to be able to put a shot into him, and I'm just going to make sure I can drive like this. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He's probably going to push through one of these. Okay, never mind. Artie stuns him. That's exactly what I need. And we know this guy's now down his track. So I'm going to, because he's tracked. Fuck. Okay, that's what we needed. Okay, good, 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 good. So they've still got a full HP Scorpion. Now, where do you think that Scorpion would be? Where is the Fuck, Artie. I'm so glad I stopped to type because this guy's been riding my dick all fucking game. Now, if I was, let's just say the team isn't going to respond, I wouldn't be surprised if the Scorpion, like, kind of played in this area and then moves to deal with me in the south. So the last thing I would want to do in this game is push the south because someone's going to deal with it. The other problem is sitting here, you know, the Scorpion's full HP. He can just drive down the south and kill me. The thing is, I have to watch. If these guys get hit by a Scorpion, that's really useful information. And actually, maybe what I'd want to do... shit, I'm gonna do something aggressive and it always gets me killed. I'm not going to. I'm rather... Okay, so here's my thinking. If I pushed the south, the Scorpion would deal with it. That's the bottom line right here. I think the Scorpion's going to be in a position to spot that. I also think Artie's going to be in a position to deal with that if the Scorpion isn't. So what I can do instead is I can use my mobility to try to get up to put shots into these guys. And this is definitely the right play right now because this is where my team is dying. So I'm going over here to try to help my team. And ultimately, it was a safe play. Like, I was doing this because I didn't want to die from the Scorpion. However, I should also help the Defender and the T-28, who are just getting annihilated by everyone on their team. And this is totally the right play. I've got 7 gold shells left, so I kind of need these to pen. And these aren't the greatest shots. So I'm going to keep moving. I just want to make sure the E75 doesn't spot me. And it's very possible that the Scorpion is up here by now. And, like, if you were the Scorpion G, where would you be? You'd be up here. So I think that's where he's likely to be. So I'm just going to try to stay unspotted from that angle. T-28 gets the kill in the E75. Now I'm watching these guys to see if they get hit by a Scorpion G at all. I don't know if I have 6th Sense on this tank. I'm not sure I do. Regardless, I want to see if these guys got hit by a Scorpion G. And he just did. But we couldn't really... You know where that's from? That has to be... Okay, so he's not an A5, but he did do the play I thought that was going to happen, and he absolutely pushed the south. Now, the problem is they've got a full HP Scorpion G on the enemy team, and I'm a one-shot, and this Defender's a one-shot, and we've got 1 Artie, and they have 2 Arties. So, really... Oh, fuck, I really needed that to hit. Like, we can't get lit in this context at all. We don't want to get spotted by their team at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in this bush, and ideally I would get to turn around. We've got the binocs up. That's good. The thing is, if the Scorpion pushes like this, I don't want to have to reverse away from him. I want to be able to drive. Here's what I'm going to do. So the Scorpion could really make any play, and we wouldn't know. He could get into these bushes, and I wouldn't really be able to spot it, and he could push up to here, and that would be really difficult for me. So ultimately, I don't think this is that perfect of a fucking position, especially if Artie's not looking. See, I would love to hide in a bush. That's okay. I'm going to hide in these bushes here and hope I don't get spotted. And the reason for that is if I was the Scorpion, I would be pushing in the bush line on the 1 line. Okay. There, I should perfectly be in these bushes. So here's what you do. If you're the Scorpion G, where would you sit? You would sit in these bushes to try to get onto the cap, to try to find Artie, and so on. So what I'm doing is I'm sitting where I am, just in case I'm wrong and he goes back to the base. I might be able to spot him like here, for example. However, if he pushes like this, I'm probably going to light him. This is ultimately going to be a decent position, especially if we have the defender getting rid of Artie. Because what will happen is if this guy tries to get on cap, I might be able to get resets from this type of angle. So Scorpion G is going to have to get on cap very quickly here. We'll see what that defender does. The defender should one-shot Artie. The problem is he's a one-shot to Artie too, so this is really hard to win. And this is where, so for example, in this type of situation, if I hadn't been hit for 500 by Artie by playing A5, what the fuck is the Scorpion G doing? Incredible. He went all the way back to base. Okay, how do I try to win? Please? Talking to the Artie is not going to change anything. Okay, so I have to, at this point, I don't think we'll win. I think it's going to be a draw. Given that it's going to be a draw, I want to get... That sucks. I wanted my ×5 to be great. So I'm okay getting more damage here and dying because the probability that the M12 dies is fine. And a draw doesn't... Like, I'd rather take the possibility of a win. You know, I might ammo rack this guy and then find the Artie or something. It's unfortunate. And fucking incredible. This guy doesn't have 6th sense. So we're going to go for the track. That one misses. Wargaming's great. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I meant. This guy's now a one-shot. Okay, now he's a one-shot for sure. And this is where I died to Artie because I just got lit. No, I didn't get lit. Is he gonna poke or not? Okay, I have to watch the left. If I get lit here, which I probably am, I just don't think I have 6th sense. 21 seconds. Okay, good. Now we push like this, try to find the other Artie as well. I don't know what the M12's reload is. This guy's definitely not expecting this angle. Dude, I hate this. Okay, good. We get that kill. There's 2 seconds left. There's no way we could have... There's the S51! No! We totally could have won! Oh my god, that was so close. See, that's what I meant. That's why I pushed forward. There was, I could have, maybe if I'd done that 20 seconds sooner, we could have won. The Scorpion just played for the draw. It's so frustrating. Look at all the missions we got with that one game. That's incredible. We did 3,400 damage. I'm not too upset with the loss. I think it's one of those things where if I'd been 10 seconds sooner, I would have killed the S51. Oh my lord, what a game. That was 15 minutes long. We came 2nd place on the team. The Artie was actually a huge help towards the end right there. But that's what I meant, is if I had 500 more HP because the S51 didn't hit me earlier on, we definitely would have won that game because I would have been able to take the hit from the Scorpion. I would have been more aggressive. It's also really unfortunate that their Scorpion decided to go back to base. Like, what the hell? He had the HP. He had the capacity to win it. But it is what it is. Anyways, huge thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. That was fucking incredible. I really like the Comet. I'm very excited to keep playing this thing, and I hope to see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.